What's going on? You are listening to the Nighttime Show podcast. I'm your host, Stephen Kramer Glickman. With me here, as always, the wonderful, the delicious, the fascinating redhead, the man of the hour, Mr. Matt Walker.
Hello.
Matt, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Now, this particular episode is so cool for so many reasons, but mostly because I'm just a massive Parks and Rec fan. I've loved this freaking show. I watched every episode of it. Money, please. And I'm such a huge fan of Jim O'Heir, who was in every single episode of it, and he is so damn good. And I didn't know him before this evening. I never met him before he showed up.
I feel like
that
we're
night.
friends now.
Yeah. That's how you're going to feel by listening to this episode. So check it out now. Jim O'Heir from Parks and Rec. Our next guest actually saved the Independent Spirit Award. He single-handedly, and there's video footage of him saving the Independent Spirit Awards. Can we watch that?
So let me tell you something. I get a call from Aubrey, who hasn't talked to me since avoiding eye contact on the last day of shooting the Parks and Rec finale. And she says, Jerry, which she always calls me, even though my real name is Jim. But she says, Jerry, I need you to do me a favor. She said, there is an award show that I'm hosting, and we are not going to have any water because the whole budget was spent on flying John Waters in. And I said, well, that's really not my problem. Anyway, she said that I need to take one for the team. So I asked, okay, Aubrey, since we're friends, of course I'll help. What do you need me to do? And she said, you have to go to Costco. You have to find a cashier named Joel who has got all of the water bottles. And will you save this award show and suck his dick? So I go home. I took a shower. I used mouthwash in advance for some reason. And I went there fully prepared to suck his dick. And I did. Because that's what friends are for. And I know she would do the same for me. I'm just really proud of Aubrey. Enjoy your evening, everyone.
From Bad Times at the El Royale, Bless This Mess on ABC, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but you know him best as Larry, Jerry, or Terry Gergich from Parks and Rec, Jim O'Heir!
Come on, Jim O'Heir!
Yeah,
everybody! What are you kidding me?
How did this happen?
Oh, my Lord.
God love it.
Wow.
Hey,
What
guys.
a wonderful and exciting.
I just texted with him today.
Wow. Man, did you really?
I think they freaked out because they saw him making out with Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, wait. Oh, what the? Wait, can you go back a little bit? What was happening? I was turned away.
Hi, I'm
Just skip to. What the fuck is this? Is that you making out with Aubrey Plaza?
That's my life, my friend.
Wow.
Right there.
Yeah,
That
buddy.
is my life.
Very.
Yeah.
Nice.
They'll be lined up after the show for that. Don't you worry.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, the reason that happened was when the night that Parks had its final episode, we all went to New York and did an episode of Seth Meyers. We did the whole hour. He gave us the whole hour. And all we were told is we're going to chat the whole hour. We're going to do this little toast game that we did. And then at the end, they're going to sing Bye Bye Little Sebastian. So right before, during the commercial break, before we were going to do that, Aubrey leans over and she's like, you want to make out during the song? Yeah. Yeah. So, and because she's so smart, it ain't funny to make out with Pratt. It ain't funny to make out with Adam. Get the fat old guy. That's funny. And that's what we did. But the best part, go on YouTube later when you're home, watching the reaction of the cast when they realized what was going on.
Oh, my God.
Aziz almost shit himself. He literally was holding up his hands so he wouldn't have to look. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
You are so unbelievably funny on that show, and you were so funny on the show. What's so great about Netflix is like I watched the show when it was on TV.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with the show on Netflix. I've watched the entire show from beginning to end, all 125 episodes. I've
Yes.
watched twice now.
Wow.
Because it's one of those shows that, like, once you're in it, it's in the same as The Office. It's got these hooks
Yeah.
in the show where you want to see them get together. You want to see Aubrey and Chris get together. You want to see the breakup happen between this one. You want to see this character leave and that character stay. And
you want to know how I got Christy Brinkley. You want to know those
you
basics.
want to
Yes.
know all the
How
pieces.
did he kidnap her? Did he drug her? Yes. I've never understood that joke, by the way. Why couldn't I get Christy Brinkley?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. Also, the finale of Parks and Rec is phenomenal. It does everything The Office's finale should have done, which is sad. But the last year or so of The Office is like a hard season. Like, you watch The Office and you're like, I love it, I love it, I love it, I'm loving it more, I love it more. And then Michael leaves, and then you're like, oh, I guess we'll hang in there and see.
Yeah, and I'm a big Office
weird
fan, like
stuff.
you can't believe. I love that
yeah.
show, and it was tough after. We just literally had this conversation backstage. To me, and I remember this, and this is kind of in my head how it's sticking. The finale of Pam running up to him, giving him a kiss at the airport.
Oh yeah.
That to me, that's an
Oh,
ending
it's
like that.
heartbreaking,
heartbreaking, and
Yeah.
wonderful. And he took off that microphone, and he's like, "Hey, let me know if this ever ends up anywhere." I don't know for me, but I
That
get
was
it. They
enough.
kept it going, and that's
course.
what you do. But for me, that's in my head. Michael leaving that episode.
That's the end.
That's
Yeah.
my ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was so great about Parks and Rec is it never did that. And you guys, you had a character that was on the show as a series regular leave the show and get replaced. Like Mark Brandanowitz.
Mark Brandanowitz, yeah.
is a huge character in the beginning
He
of that
did
show.
30 episodes.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
I even forget, and I love it's Paul Schneider is the actor.
He's a
He's
great actor.
awesome.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. But the minute Adam was there, it was as if this is just always how it was.
Yeah.
So in my mind, Adam was there all 7 seasons.
Yeah, because
But-
Adam did 97 episodes.
Yeah.
And Rob Lowe did 90.
And Rob too. And Rob and Rashida left before the rest
They
of
did
us.
77.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you know your numbers, dear Lord. Actually, the only ones who did all 125, I think, are me, Nick, Amy, Aubrey.
Yeah.
I think that might be the only ones who did every single.
Chris did. He's listed as doing every single episode, but
And maybe I can't
But
say no. I know Retta at the time. Retta was doing stand up, so she had gigs that that were planned before she got the gig, and you have to do those. So she had to miss some at the top. But yeah, so it's 125. Yeah, that's not a bad run.
that's an amazing.
That's a nice run.
Come on, dude.
Yeah,
That's an
and
amazing.
I will
run.
say they
So
gave my
amazing.
character such a beautiful ending.
Oh yeah.
And I remember one day Amy said, "Have you heard what they're thinking about?" And I go, "No." And she told me, and I was like getting worked up even then. And I'm a big baby. Like I'm not good at goodbyes and stuff. And so, oh God, it was the worst. I only admit it now because it's all over YouTube. I cried like a bitch for like
Oh my!
2 weeks, and then at the end when you wrap a show, even if you guest star, like I just did a film in Winnipeg. So at my last day, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a film wrap on Jim O'Hare, and everybody claps, and they do it for every actor.
Yeah.
But then the one day, ladies and gentlemen, that is a series wrap, and then they went down the line: Amy Poehler, Jim O'Hare, Chris Pratt, and just a mess, a mess. And the reason it was so emotional is because it was so special. I've been on other shows. That's a wrap on Jim O'Hare. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
You
I'm
were
out the
Bold
door.
and the Beautiful for 37 episodes? Something
No.
like that? No, wait.
6.
Six.
Oh, you're listed for a lot.
No,
of episodes.
I don't even know. But I won an Emmy for it, so I don't care.
You did.
Yes, I did.
It was
Yes,
bold.
I
It is
did.
Bold and the Beautiful, though.
I
You
guess,
did- you
yeah.
did- they have you listed
Yeah.
for 30.
Okay, here's what happened that night. So I'm not even going to go to the ceremony for the daytime Emmys, and I get a call from these CBS people. Hey, Jim, we'd really like you to represent the show, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But my friends were doing a show that night that I wanted to go to, and so I said, okay, I'll go there. My publicist said, your category's at 5:35. So I said to the driver, dude, at 5:40, I'm going to be giving the old, oh, yay, the obligatory clap
Yeah.
for the winner. I said, then I'm going to run out and then take me to the other place that I want to go to. He don't give a shit. He's getting paid. So I'm sitting there, and Larry King and somebody else was, doing the category, and they start showing the different people, and what's his name from all the Saw movies? Tobin
Tobin Bell.
Bell. He's up there, and he's doing this big dramatic thing. I'm like, ooh, Tobin could have, this could be Tobin's. Next thing you know, some other soap guy. I'm like, oh, he's crying. Holy shit. And he's going to get it from Tobin. Sorry, Tobin. Then Nicole Nichelle from Star Trek.
Sure.
She's dying in a bed saying goodbye to her son. And I'm like, well, there we go. Let's just give this to her and let's move on. Then they show mine. I do whatever stupid shit I do. I'm like, ugh. Then whatever. Then all of a sudden, and I'm really just ready because the guys stand there with the camera. So, because they want to get that look. And so I'm, and ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Jim O'Heir. And I swear to you, this is not a lie. The first thing that went through my head was, damn, that is so familiar. Like, that is a familiar name. And then the girl next to me from the show is like hitting me. And she's got this, the ear to ear. I go, oh, shit. Like, oh, God, that's me. So now I got to get up, and I haven't put 2 seconds into this because I'm so sure that this is not happening. So I put nothing into this. So I'm walking up there like, you're an asshole. Why didn't you plan? And then I'm thinking, don't fall. If the fat guy falls, it's all over the internet. Don't fall. And what are you going to say? So I got up there. I did say to myself, just say what's in your heart. And I kind of did. It seemed okay. And anyway, but then my whole night was ruined because now you can't leave because you got to do all the press. You got to go to the after parties. Yes. So, but I mean, it's lovely to have. I'm introduced now when I do the different talk shows, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmy Award winner Jim O'Heir, and that's I'll take it.
Where do you keep the Emmy?
I kept it in my office, and then I went away for 3 months to do a theater gig. And when I came back, to my surprise, Friends had a podium built with a glass encasement thing, and it was inside of it.
Wow.
Which was very, very sweet.
Well, we had
we went to Marcia Gay Harden's house, which is funny because she's got her Oscar and her Tony and her kid's soccer trophy is right in the middle. Which is
cool
sweet.
is that?
Oh, that's cool. I've worked with Marcia.
She's great.
Did you work with Marcia?
Yeah, we did a short together, and she can cry on a dime.
Oh,
she's amazing.
She's an amazing.
Yes.
If you guys are fans of Marcia Gay Harden from everything, she's an amazing Tony winner and Oscar winner. You got to check out the episode of our podcast where we interviewed her because she opens the podcast by saying, we said, what's the biggest difference between living in L.A. or living in New York? And she goes, well, in New York, it's such a beautiful place, but every morning I'd wake up, and while I'd be standing in the kitchen making eggs, I'd look out the window, and I could see the man across the alley from me watching me make eggs while masturbating. And he watched me every morning and every night.
Well, the bitch should have called me and told me to close the window. Hell. You can't make a call? I got needs
she
too.
Has your number.
She's got my number. She
Call
could have called.
Jim O'Heir, for God's sake. What's the matter with you?
That's awesome.
Let's take a little walk through this cast because you're so funny with each of these people. So Leslie Knope, Amy Poehler. What was the relationship like? What's that like to work with her?
A lot of young people will say she's kind of like their inspiration, that character and stuff. And my answer is always she should be, because not just as Leslie Knope, that's a written character. Amy Poehler is smart and she's just so funny and kind. She's so damn kind. Like, this is, I'll try to condense this. So the last season of Parks, we're going to wrap it up. So now every magazine is going to do a thing, and this one's doing a thing, and this one's doing a thing. So we're going to be on the cover of Entertainment Weekly, and that's great. So blah, blah, blah. Now it's all getting closer to the day, and there's so much that goes into it. They bring in their own crews, and it's a whole thing. That morning, Retta and I get a phone call, me from my publicist, her from hers. You guys aren't going to be on the cover. Entertainment Weekly said it's too packed to have all 8 of you. You'll be well represented in the magazine. You'll have your spread. Everyone will have their own little spread. All that's going to be the same, but you won't be on the cover. We were disappointed. I mean, that's it was a cast thing, and I'd never missed an episode, So that whatever. We're adults. We have to go on. So we worked that morning, and then we were going to break. And they said, so we did a bunch of still pics with all of us for the inside of the magazine. And then they go, okay, we're going to shoot the cover now. The cast has to go change. And Retta and I are like, let's go to one of our trailers and, eat our sorrows away. And the wardrobe person comes up with tears in her eyes, and she goes, here, and she hands us our shirts. And we said, no, we're not in this. She goes, you are. What? Well, what had happened was the Entertainment Weekly people got there that morning, and they were going over everything with Amy, and they're showing her what they're going to do. And Amy said, well, where's Jim and Retta? And they said, oh, they're totally covered inside the magazine, but they're not, it's going to be too crowded to have them on the cover. And Amy goes, well, then we don't have the cover. And that is why Retta and I were on that cover.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
now Amy Poehler has nothing to gain from me being on the cover with her. You know what I'm saying? That's who Amy is. Amy is kind and caring, and I'm 8 years older than her, and she was kind of like the mother to all of us. You know, like even the bits in the show. You know, there's an episode where I bend over, fart, and all that stuff. Anyway, rip my pants. And after the table read, she goes, "Are you okay with that?" I'm like, I live for that shit. Are you kidding me? Let me shoot some shit out of my ass, and we got the whole damn thing going. No, but I'm just saying that's who Amy is.
Yeah.
She was not going to shoot that cover without us.
What an amazing.
What
That's
does
incredible.
What does that tell you?
That's amazing.
And again, it doesn't affect. It doesn't. It actually screws her to have us on there because it is less room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and you should see it. It's a great cover. Though when they released it, this was the big thing, and it was a funny bit. They put the entertainment name over my face because it was a Jerry moment where they screwed it up, and then they did a reissue without it. Anyway, it was all very funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
It was,
my God.
yeah.
What about Aubrey Plaza?
Just saw Aubrey last night for her birthday. Scary, wonderful, scary, amazing, terrifying. No, Aubrey is the best. She's just so sweet, and I know she's got this persona, but she's just kind.
Did you ever see when she hosted the it was like the Hollywood Kids or Hollywood Teen Award show?
Oh, I don't think so.
Or it's like she was being awarded an award for the Hollywood Teen Awards or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not a teen at this point. And she gets up and she goes, it's something like, well, thanks for the award.
That's how she does it very.
Long live the youth. Fuck old people. And then walks off stage. And Pratt is there and he's like, what did you just do? What did you? You have to watch the clip.
I
It's
will.
so fucking funny.
She's so
She's so
funny.
badass. She's amazing.
Badass, and she's got a big career. And you know, I did that video for the Fire Festival was because of her. She was
Right.
hosting the awards. She called and said, "I'm hosting these awards. We have this idea," and she knows. Before she even told me the idea, she knows I'm on board.
Of course,
I mean, it's Aubrey, whatever she wants, and that was her idea. And she's just smart.
Yeah.
She's smart,
What
smart.
about Aziz? What about Aziz Ansari?
Aziz, I'll be seeing tomorrow. He's doing a private screening of a new film. I believe I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I feel like it's a film of one of his concerts. I think he did a film version. I think I'll know tomorrow night. Aziz is awesome. He was obsessed with his social media. Like he had that phone in his hand all the time, and then he stopped. I think he just was like, it's too much.
Yeah.
And now but he's so. I went to one of his concerts at the Orpheum where he did sold out, and the kids are losing their shit. I mean, they're just. And I'm like, I don't really understand a lot of this because he's talking about I'm with Jay-Z and I don't know who the hell and this one and this party with this one and this one. And again, the kids are loving it. And I said to him afterward, Aziz, you're so funny. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're so funny. But we're different generations.
Yeah.
But boy, does he get that crowd going.
How did
crap.
you get along with Nick Offerman?
Nick is the best.
Did you know him pre-show?
We didn't, which made no sense. We have 1 million of the same friends in Chicago. It makes no sense, but we did not know each other. The only one I had met prior was Amy once or twice at something here or there. You know, like she's a Chicago girl too. Well, she's Boston, but she lived in Chicago for a lot of years. But Nick and I were very much the journeyman actors. Like we had both had good careers. You know, guest spots, pilots that would go and then not go, but enough to pay the bills, and you know. And so when Parks became a thing, we were so like, wow, how the hell are we on this thing? You know, like it's just because, and there's nothing wrong with the journeyman actor career. You can have because I'd get a lot of times, you look familiar. Well, that means I'm out there a lot, you know. So that was good. But then Parks changed everything. You know, for Nick, he's married to Megan Mullally.
Mm-hmm.
So he had many years of Megan, and actually he tells, I shouldn't tell the story. It's his story to tell, but I don't think he'd care. So one time we're going to some big press event, and Nick was telling us the next day, he goes, I'm on the carpet, and Megan wasn't with him. And he starts hearing, Nick, because what you do these carpets and all the press is there, and the click, the bright and the lights, it's lunacy. And he goes, they're screaming my name, and he's going, wow, like that's, but then he realizes their cameras aren't aimed at me. What? Nick Lachey had just got married to some model or something,
my God.
and so they were calling for Nick Lachey.
Yeah, oh,
which
geez.
Again, it's welcome to showbiz. That's what I hate. Yeah. Like I do them when I have to, but I'm not a big fan of the carpet and then the interviews after, because here's how interviews go on the red carpet. So, Jim, tell us what you're working on now, and they are looking around to see who's better. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, wrap it up, Jim, because we got so and so over here. I just think it's dehumanizing. Yeah, not a fan. But the red carpet, the pictures are easy. You stand there, click, 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 blah, 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 and then
what's fun is when you have to do a red carpet and they start looking around at other people. Just make up a bunch of TV shows that don't exist. Just be like, I'm on the reboot of Happy Days.
Yes, yeah.
I play the Days.
No, I play Joan. I'm the Joni character.
Yeah. Right.
Yes,
Joni.
Joni is fluid now.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a whole thing.
All right. Yeah, they're not at all paying attention.
No, but it's
great.
the worst, especially like at the, and again, these aren't terrible problems to have, but like, we went to the Emmys, a number of times, and, and they give you champagne and you're on there, but they're just looking for who's better, So it's because, and it was fun. The first time we went to the Emmys, because now Nick had been to the Emmys many times with Megan for Will and Grace. So we get our seats and we're sitting in this area, and Nick looks at all of us and he goes, "These are not winner seats." And he was right.
Really?
He was right. They were not winner seats. So then the next year comes, we're nominated again. We're sitting in the same fucking seat. And then we all look and go, these are not winner seats.
No.
These are not. And they were not. Though when I did win for the Bold and Beautiful, I was center aisle.
Ooh.
And I did think that was odd. Like, so they know. I don't know. It's all crazy.
Yeah.
But Nick is an amazing guy. And when you see him at the workshop, the wood shop on the show, that's his wood shop. Nick Offerman is the most manly man. He would shave that mustache, and the next morning it'd be fully grown. Fully grown.
Okay, very quick. I'll say this very quick story. Very quick. Nick Offerman and I are in a movie together called White Fang. It's an animated movie. It's on Netflix, and if you have Netflix, you can watch it. And him and I we were the only two cast members. Rashida's in it also, and Paul Giamatti. But only him and I went to Sundance together for the movie. Yeah. And so I got to spend, and I'm like in the movie a tiny bit, but we got to go and spend like the day together and do press all day. And I was so excited. And we get to, you do like 40 fucking interviews in the day. And we're at one of the last interviews, and we're sitting there, and we're sitting right next to each other. And they go, Nick, this movie is all about nature, and it's so beautiful. To you, what inspires you? What keeps you going? And he goes, what keeps me going? Money. I make a lot of money in movies like this, and then I can buy weed with it. And so then everyone's like laughing, but uncomfortable. And then a couple minutes later, he goes, "I'd like to take that question again. Can I take it again?" They go, "Sure, of course. I'm so sorry." And he goes, "I just want to give you a real answer." They go, "So what inspires you?" And he goes, "Well, what inspires me is nature. Beautiful, beautiful nature. And nature is where weed grows. When I can buy that with money from this movie." And it was just so fun. I was like, it was the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Nick is Nick. He is just an honest. You get what you get.
Incredible.
He's amazing.
Now you must be recognized a lot. I mean, you're playing an iconic character on a show that lasts for 7 seasons, and you probably get recognized a lot. And of course, I'm referring to your role in the critical care episode of Star Trek Voyager.
Yes.
So you were on Star Trek for one episode. Was that fun?
It was crazy. I did one episode, and you would think I was the star of the show. I've never seen the Star Trek fans. Are any of you out here?
He's right
Just
there.
right here,
Whoa,
right here.
You're
Perfect.
nuts.
Oh, he's
nuts.
So I do the episode. It
Okay,
airs.
I have to correct you. It's Nichelle Nichols when you said.
See,
earlier.
oh boy.
Oh.
Okay, this one's fucking crazy. Okay,
Facts.
so yeah, we will need security when I'm walking out. So I'm on that episode, and I played this thing called The Husband, and they gave me. I got to do the whole face mask, which was fun. I had never done that before, where they put the thing so you can breathe, and then ultimately it just ended up with like this big vagina on my head. Like it looked like I could just diddle with it a little bit. Not that I've ever done that. Anyway, what's that thing I hear about a clitoris? That doesn't exist, right?
Look, we can put it to a vote.
I don't think it exists. Anyway, it's not my concern. I know that. Get in and out, get a sandwich. There's got to be something on television.
Oh, my God.
Got to be something to watch. I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
So good.
Turn the audience against you.
Joke, please. I'm so not that
No,
person.
you're terrific.
But anyway, so the episode airs, whatever, life goes on. I'm selling my condo in Hollywood. Kid walks in, he's buying, his dad's buying him a condo. He's like 20 years old or something like that, and the dad's going to buy him a condo. Tough life. Anyway, he looks at me and he goes, "You were on Star Trek." And I go, "Yeah, it was one episode. I wasn't on the series. I was on one episode." And I go, "Oh, yeah, I was." Looks to his dad, "This is the place." And he bought the condominium.
Really?
Because I had lived there.
Whoa!
I swear hand to God.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was thrilled by that. I got to get out of here. Yeah, he
You know,
bought
that's his best dinner story.
Yes.
Vagina Head used to live
Vagina
here.
Head was here. Yes.
I call
Yes.
this place Vagina Headquarters. That's where I live now.
Yeah, but I sold my
So
condo
good.
because of that one episode
That's awesome.
Wow.
of Star Trek.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It was amazing.
Hey, Matt, before we continue the show, here's something really cool I just wanted to chat with you about. YoShirt. YoShirt is back and they're killing it. As you know, I'm such a huge fan of this company. YoShirt was the first and the longest running mobile application that allows you to create custom apparel and accessories, and it's much more than just shirts. They got stash sacks, they got tote bags, they got beach towels, they got all the stuff. There's the list goes on, and you know I'm a huge fan of YoShirt.
Yeah, but you have an Android phone. Like I thought they were only on Apple.
You know what? They were just on Apple, and good memory, Matt. That's why we love you, because you got a good memory. I used to have an iPhone, and I went to Comic-Con with YoShirt. We did this whole thing together. It was so cool. But then I got sick of the damn iPhone always breaking. Who makes a phone out of glass? Okay, every time I drop it, I was also dropping my phone too much.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I got an Android, and they didn't have the app on there, and so I hit them up. I was like, "Hey, can you guys put it up on the Android?" And you know what they did?
They put it up on Android?
Hell yes, they did. They put up the entire app just for Android, so now it's on Android. Everyone can get it in the Play Store, and you know what? Fans are loving it, and they're really enjoying it. And here's the really cool thing, and if you're listening to this, you're going to love this. Each week, they are putting custom art that's specific to our show, and all you have to do is select a product that you want to design, then just hit the little smiley face icon, and that is going to give you access to a sticker pack full of cool images from our show and all sorts of fun artwork that we have that's just limited, like a limited time that you can design a shirt with that artwork. So someone can take it, they can make something cool with it, and then they're going to be able to tweet it to us. They're going to tweet us the designs using hashtag #YoGlickman and hashtag YoShirt, and the best ones are going to win $100 in free YoShirt credit.
Oh, wow.
That is 100%. That way you can get whatever the hell you want with that.
Who's going to judge it?
Well, I don't know, Matt. Do you want to judge it?
Because then can I just judge it and win myself?
No,
Can I do
you
it?
cannot.
Oh, okay.
All right, you're already out. I'm going to judge it, and I'm going to win. No, I'm going to judge it, and you're going to win. That's how this is going to work. Now, each product is hand cut and sewn. They're handmade here in the USA, and every product is one of one, just like you, Matt.
That's my Borg designation.
That's your Borg
Designation.
Oh, you're such a Star Trek nerd. Go to YoShirt.com. That's YoShirt.com. It's YoShirt.com. Go in on the Apple, the Play Store. Go to Apple. Go wherever. Find YoShirt.com. You can do this and use hashtag YoGlickman and hashtag YoShirt. All right, let's get back to the show. Okay,
That's
so on Parks and Rec, I know you played Larry, Jerry, or Terry. What's the name that you?
Gary, Larry, Jerry, Terry, and Barry. Though some people don't accept that, I was Barry when Johnny Karate happened. You know, remember
Sure,
Chris
of
Pratt
course.
was Johnny Karate, and I was the mailman Barry, and he had all the little ninjas jumping all over my
yeah.
ass.
So Barry is
funny.
not recognized by some of the
Some
fans.
people don't recognize. I think it's a name.
Is
Maybe
Barry
it's the name.
canon or not canon? That's the question.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
What is the name that you go to the most?
It started with Jerry, so I do go to Jerry. Legally, his name is Gary. It is definitely Gary. I go with Jerry. I hear "Damn it, Jerry" every day. I have heard while I'm walking down the street, "Thanks for ruining the Harvest Festival, Jerry." Which, for the record, it was Tom who ruined it. I didn't leave the gate open for little Sebastian. It was Tom.
Yeah, watch the episode.
Watch the fucking episode.
And this is a fact. I have made a great deal of mistakes in my life. My friends have witnessed this. I've been friends with these guys for a very, very.
We
very
remind
long
you of
time.
it
I've just
daily.
known you today, and I can rack up 10 or 11 I can think of. Yeah.
Great deal of mistakes, and Jerry Gergich has made also a great deal of mistakes. So we have a game that we like to play, and if this audience you guys want to play along, you can all win Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wow.
That's right, and not just one or two. We have 20 dozen Krispy Kreme donuts for this beautiful audience.
It's almost a dozen each.
That's literally a dozen each.
I'm getting the shits just thinking about
How's
it.
that sound? You guys into this? You guys in?
Hell.
All right, here we go. It's time to play
What, did we
Gergich
title it?
or Glickman.
You messed that one up already.
You already fucked it up.
Damn
It's
it.
Glickman or Gergich.
Glickman or Gergich. All right, here we go. Here we
Idiot.
go. I know. Sorry. All right, here we go. First, Matt, you have the thing?
No,
Do you?
I don't.
Oh, see, I'm already making mistakes.
We are on 2 fuck-ups already in this
Oh,
game.
and I haven't
come
even gotten
on.
to the game. Hang on.
I got it on my phone. I'll pull
this
that up.
is sad.
Oh,
This
what a
is
fun
sad.
game that would have been, huh?
It really.
well,
Okay.
that would have been fun. Anyway,
Cancel the donuts backstage.
Here we go. Okay.
Just set
I got
them
it
on
my phone. Don't worry.
fire.
I got it
here
on the
we go.
phone,
Oh,
Steven.
you have it? You have
Yeah, I
it?
got it on the phone.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So
Get ready, folks.
was it Glickman
so
or
who's
Gergich?
answering? Us or what's happening?
Ooh,
The audience is
they're
gonna-
gonna answer.
Okay, you're going to answer.
Okay.
You can react. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
We're gonna react.
I'll
So-
facially react. I am an actor.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, Emmy-winning award actor. Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So was it Glickman or Gergich who had a fart attack?
And the answer is
Both.
both.
Yes, but Gergich for sure.
Gergich, 100%.
Yeah.
It was Gergich.
Yeah.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, good guys.
Well done.
Here's
Good
a question.
knowledge. Good knowledge.
Glickman
All right.
has attacked people with farts. He has
Yeah.
not had a fart attack.
That is true.
All right, and was it Glickman or Gergich who farted so hard that he tore a chair in two?
They've sized you up pretty good, Steve.
It's true. Glickman, give yourselves a round of applause.
Is there a story that we get on that? Or?
I was living in New York. DreamWorks had moved me to New York to work on a musical. and
Shrek the musical.
Shrek the musical. And I had an apartment, and they had bought me a chair. It was a canvas chair. And I was sitting in this beautiful canvas chair in this very nice apartment they had paid for on 58th and 5th Avenue. Gorgeous place.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm watching TV, and I farted, and it ripped a hole through the chair. And then I fell into the chair. And then I had to call my attorney and be like, I may have farted through a chair. I'm trapped in it. Can we get another chair up here? Maybe a stronger chair? That's a true
I
story.
like that instead of 911, your first call was to your lawyer.
No.
Yeah.
I know what to do. All right, next question.
Wow.
Right. Was it Glickman or Gergich who put raw chicken in a juicer?
Shout it out.
Oh,
The correct answer is Glickman. It was I who put chicken in the juicer. I thought it was a blender.
Why would you blend
I was
chicken?
making dog food for my dog, and I thought that my girlfriend's juicer was a blender, and so I juiced meat.
and this was a cooked chicken, correct?
It's cooked chicken.
He says it's cooked. I
made
think
a
it was
lot of
probably
bad
raw.
choices.
You have made
All
a
right,
lot of
next
bad
one,
choices.
Next
Okay.
one.
Who fell into a river trying to get a burrito?
Correct answer is
Gergich!
Yes.
Gergich! Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yes.
He was not mugged. He went in for the burrito.
He went.
Yes.
I have never identified more with a character in my life than that moment.
And then when my dog, little Lord Sheldon, tried to eat it, no.
It's
No.
All right, next one.
Was it Glickman or Gergich who dated a model?
It is both. Hell
Yes,
yeah! Models.
And it's been hypothesized that both of you hypnotized them, and that's
Yes.
why they stay with
We
you.
did.
And
We
that's why.
hypnotized them.
Yeah.
Next one.
Was it Glickman or Gergich who set himself on fire?
Gergich,
Gergich.
ladies and gentlemen. It was.
And you guys, when I go out, you do these. Sometimes you go to places and they want you to sign stuff, whatever. It's always the picture of me on fire. People love the picture of me on fire.
It's the best picture.
Yeah,
It's so.
And
damn
that
good.
whole scene, we're all together, and then Pratt calls me the wrong name. I'm like retiring. I'm leaving forever, and he goes, "See you tomorrow." Like he just has no concept of what is just
It's
going
like,
down.
see you, Larry.
See you, Larry, or
It's
something like
so
that.
good.
It's so good.
All right, next one.
Okay. Was it Glickman or Gergich who put his overheating computer in the freezer?
Damn, these guys fucking know me.
Okay, but you're
Yeah.
an idiot. What
I
the hell?
My computer was
Mine is a
overheating.
character that people are writing about. This is real life, dude.
Real thing. He called me. He was in New York doing Shrek. I get a phone call because he knows I know computer stuff, and he's like, "Hey, what happens if you put a computer in the freezer?" And I was like, "It means you have to buy a new computer." That's what happens. They don't go there.
Yeah, they don't go in the freezer.
Were you playing Shrek?
Yeah.
Do you know Eric Peterson?
He was after me.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know
he
Eric
was-
Peterson.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a talented guy.
Yeah.
You must have been too. What happened?
Oh, well,
Kidding. I have no idea.
I fell down a hole.
He farted in their chair.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
happened.
Ripped a hole right through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's not my first. It
Okay.
won't be my last.
Second
Farted
to last
himself
one.
right off Broadway.
Second to last one. Was it Glickman or Gergich who created controversial artwork?
It's both, you sons of
Ah,
bitches.
bring it
Both!
over.
I made a Bob's Big Boy statue zombie creature monster that's like huge, it's big, giant, and I got a phone call from Bob's Big Boy, and they threatened to sue me over making this giant Bob's Big Boy like zombie
Damn.
thing, and they were super upset, and I had to get I had to get an attorney involved, and he
Well,
had
your
to reach
attorney
out.
is like the busiest guy in the world.
He's every time I call him, he goes, "Ah, Jesus Christ."
Is
What
he on
the
retainer?
fuck?
Like, how are you
Yeah,
paying him?
on retainer.
Oh, shit.
Oh, every time I call him, he goes, "Oh no!" That's the first thing he says. "Oh no! What did you do? Oh, you put juiced a piece of chicken."
Yeah.
All right, last
It's
one.
like he's on
Right.
autopilot now. Oh, no.
No,
Was it Glickman or Gergich who got choked out at the gym by James Maslow?
that happened to you. That's amazing. That happened to you.
I'll go along with it. Yeah, it was crazy. Maslow came up to me, and I was like, no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I did get choked out by James Maslow at the gym while we were working out because I kept doing this to him. What are you gonna do after the gym? And then he just went, "Shut up!" And he fucking choked me out, and I passed out. My sister was there. I collapsed to the ground, and then I was just on the ground, and then he was like, "I told you to leave me alone." And I was like, "We used to work together."
It
Yeah.
might have caused brain damage, but we can't tell.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very hard
To be
tell.
fair, we're all thinking about it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we're all like,
Matt, you and me are both stand-up comedians, and I know we both say a lot of things that are very offensive on a regular basis. Do you ever have trouble sleeping at night?
Yeah, not because of things I say, though. It's just because I have lousy pillows.
Oh, okay. So you don't have like a horrible feeling of guilt sometimes for the
Never.
awful things. Oh, that's nice.
Never. I'm proud of the horrible things that I say to people.
That's good. That's a good way to be. Sometimes I do have trouble sleeping, or I did have trouble sleeping until I got this brand new pillow.
What kind of pillow?
I mean, this is next level stuff, Matt. This is a pillow. You've never seen a pillow like this because until recently it did not exist. It's called the buttress pillow. And it is shaped like a butt, and it has little legs, and you're not going to believe this. You got to go check it out. Thebuttress.pillow.com.
So it's like your face rests on a butt.
Your face is pressed into a butt crack while the legs support your neck and shoulders, basically. It
Sounds comfortable.
It is very comfortable. It's ergonomic. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Ergonomic, functional, all natural, and it's absolutely beautiful. Check this out. This is from their website. Soft but supportive, with the feeling of a butt. All right, and the sweet spot is between the thighs and the cheeks, which will gently cradle your head and support your neck. Great for side sleepers, back sleepers, and stomach sleepers. It's squeezable, slappable, face variable, relieves stress, from having a long, horrible day. What do you want to do at the end of a long day?
Put your head in a butt.
That is 100% right.
Well,
you can dress it up, you can dress it down. You want to throw some PJs
You
on
convinced
it?
me, so where do I go get one of these?
You go to thebuttress.pillow.com, thebuttress.pillow.com. That's THEBUTTRESS pillow.com. Go to thebuttress.pillow.com, Matt, and get your sleep on. You'll have much better dreams. All right, let's get back to the show. Let's take some questions from the audience.
Yeah.
Mike Glazer! Give it up for Mike Glazer. Where are you at, baby? Where
I
are
was
you at?
eating donuts.
You're eating donuts in the back?
There's now
let's-
19
Yeah, let's
donuts.
pass
Chipping
out.
away at the prize.
Let's get some
Kinda,
donuts out to
yeah.
this
Yeah.
audience.
Leslie
I got the donuts.
Glazer, what do you want?
Hey, Cora's here. Everyone give it up for Cora.
Cora!
And Matthew, do you guys mind taking these out? Oh, look at you guys.
Yeah.
We got, pass
Oh,
them
yeah.
down the rows. Pass them down the rows. You guys got donuts tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause for kicking ass. You really did deserve those donuts. You guys got so many answers right. So
You're
take
getting
one,
more
pass them
for
down.
this show than I am, just so you know.
Thanks for not leaving a box up here for the celebrity.
Oh, jeez. Save one
They'll
for
bring one
Jim. All right, who's got questions? Who's
Right
got
here, right in
questions?
the middle.
All right, we got lots of questions for you.
Hey, I was wondering what your audition process was like.
For Parks?
Yes.
I auditioned for Ron Swanson. Yes. As a matter of fact, most people had auditioned for Ron Swanson. Jerry didn't exist when the show was first coming together. And so they had always known Nick was, can you imagine anyone other than Nick Offerman? It makes no sense. But, the networks say, oh, we got to see everybody, whatever. So I auditioned for it. I did something that they liked or whatever. A couple weeks later, I get the call, we have this other role if he'll consider it. And then I go audition for that. And then I get the call. And at the time, we were warned. And my agents even said to me, now, you might not want to do this because at first, they're concentrating on those 6 people, which at the beginning was Amy. Oh, wow. At the first, it was Amy, Paul Schneider, Nick Offerman, Aubrey Plaza, Aziz, and Rashida. Because Pratt wasn't a regular anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, we don't want you to feel like you're doing like extra work. And I said, well, number one, they're not paying me like an extra. So, and look what happened to the people in the office, same producers.
Right.
Those
Yeah.
people all of a sudden, anyway. So to me, it was a no-brainer. And then apparently either Mike sure said it to Greg Daniels or Greg said it to Mike, put him at a desk. It'll work out. And that's what happened. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Put me at a desk.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, who else got a good question? We got a guy up here. This
Okay,
fellow
great.
up here.
He won a buttress pillow earlier.
He did.
It's,
He won a buttress.
I'm
won
not a big
that?
fan of Mike, just so you know.
Yeah.
Of Mike
Yeah,
Glazer?
Mike
Yeah.
Glazer has been just really on my ass this whole night.
Oh,
and
so
I'm
true.
not,
no. Mike
so true.
Glazer.
Yeah.
I had him in the writer not to be near me, and yet he's been all over me.
Oh,
So,
no.
yeah.
If given the chance, would you do a crossover with The Office?
Quickly, last month, myself, Meredith,
Kate Flannery.
Kate Flannery, and Oscar Nunez, we did a thing in Washington together, D.C. People were losing their shit
Yeah.
when
yeah.
they saw us together because it was like worlds were colliding. Like, why are you together? What is happening? So I love those people. So I'd work with them just because I'd want to work with them. So yeah, in a heartbeat.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Who else got a question?
Well, yeah, right here.
There's an episode of Parks and Rec where you were getting a physical examination. The doctor was distracted by your large penis.
Largest penis you'd ever seen.
Essentially, my question
Yeah.
is, are you packing?
That's very, very personal.
It's true.
It's true. No.
It's all true.
What happened, it was very basic.
It's
I had
all
been talking
true.
to one of the writers at the urinal, and he got a peek, and that gave him the idea for the I like when art and life come together.
Sure, when they
I
come
do. When they
together,
merge.
when
Yeah.
they come
Though, for the
together.
record, they shot that where that doctor said just the opposite. I was distracted by the smallest penis I have ever seen. And I'm like, oh, you please don't use that. Please don't use that. The world is crazy. Please don't use that. And thankfully they did not.
Wow, that's the
So yes,
best.
life and art.
Yeah.
Hung like a horse. Next question.
Who else? Who else? We got one back there.
A couple back here. Hold on 1 second.
What was the most fun day shooting this show?
Okay, I can tell you for sure every day was fun. For 7 years, and I've been on a lot of shows, that never happens. And it was because Amy, that was the tone Amy set. It was a comedy, so we laughed all day long. So there were so many amazing days. But I was just talking to somebody. The gift of being an actor is things are different all the time. You don't know. So one day we were shooting one of the later episodes. In the morning, I'm doing a limo scene with Amy, so we're laughing our asses off all morning. And then in the afternoon, I'm going up in a hot air balloon. Like, what job does that happen? You know, I mean, it really is such a gift. But one of we had different directors come and go, and one of the producers would always check in with the director. How's it going? With any issues? And one of the directors said once, "No, it's all great, but it's kind of tough to get them. They're constantly talking to each other, and it's to get us moving." And our producer said, "If that is our worst problem, we're fine."
Yep.
And that was because we all, for 7 years, it was love and laughter. And that is not that made up. People go, "Oh, we were like a family." Oh, please. I've been on your sets where people say that no one's talking to each other. We had just the greatest set. So we would get our day of days, which is the days you're going to be working for the week. And if I was like off on Thursday, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm off Thursday." I wanted to be there. So that tells you, because who doesn't love a day off? I've been on shows where I'm like, "Oh, please God, let me be off." But Parks wasn't that show.
When I was doing the Big Time Rush show, I used to show up on
Boy,
days,
throw that in. Let me pick that up. You drop that.
No, I used to show up on days I wasn't working.
Yeah,
during the first season because they had free food. But because I didn't want to be anywhere else in the world.
Me too.
It was the only place I wanted to be.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And whenever and we became the show that other actors, the word was out. This is a nice, fun set. Like, you couldn't be a stranger in our trailers in the hair and makeup because we all greeted you. I've been on shows where no one says hello to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 104. So I have seen it all. No, but I mean, I've been on a lot of shows over the years, and sometimes you don't even get a hello from people you're doing a scene with. I guarantee you, if you were a new person in one of our chairs, you were greeted by every single member of our cast, because that's just what it was.
Some great guests like Dick Van Dyke, Sam Elliott.
We had none of those people, but no, we did not have Dick Van Dyke.
A different show.
No, but we had Sam Elliott.
Didn't you have? Wasn't he one of the older park rangers? I thought.
No. Michael Gross.
Michael
Gross.
Yes.
Though I did get to work with Dick Van Dyke, and in the trailer he was singing one of the songs from Mary Poppins.
Really?
I'm like, what is my life happening? I'm sitting next to Dick Van Dyke, and he's singing a song from Mary Poppins. So I masturbated. Anyway.
All right, we can take one more question. One more question. I know there was one more. Do we have
Bring
one
it
more
on.
question?
Bring it. Don't be afraid. It's all good.
All right.
Oh, it's the two people with the same question.
Okay, about my hung huge penis.
Yes.
So
It's
I strap it
enormous.
to my ankle, and
that's the best. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim O'Hare.
Yay.
Thank you so much for doing the show. I love you. Oh man, that guy is a treat, isn't he? A treat.
It's the best.
He's so.
And by the way, you make fun of me for finding a way to squeeze Star Trek into every interview I can.
Yes, you do.
And this time it paid off.
It really did.
So there you go.
It did. We got some great stories, and he was so fun. Guys, if you loved it, if you enjoyed it, please leave a message. Just hit the share button on your
Tell
phone,
your
or
friends.
tell your friends. Let other people know.
Don't let this be some hipster podcast.
No.
Make it mainstream. You can be the
Mainstream.
hipster who made it popular among all your friends. That's
you
what you
do
can be.
that.
You be the
That's-
hipster.
You be the hipster.
But make us go wide.
I am the hipster now.
Yeah.
I am the hipster.
Make it so we're a bunch of sellouts, and then you get disgusted by it because 20 of your friends like it.
Oh my god, I liked it when it was just called TNTS.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Nighttime Show. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, leave messages, leave stuff, share it with your friends. You can always get our guests. Jim O'Hare has social media, so hit him up on social. Tell him how much you love him. Tell him how much you appreciate his words and his love.
Ask him if you can buy his house because he was on Star Trek.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'll sell it to you.
You bet. You can always get Mike Glazer in the audience. You can get Mikey Mike. Get him at Glazer Boo Hoo Hoo across social media. You can get Mike Black Attack at Mike Black Attack. I just said, Mike, you can get Mike Black at Mike Black Attack.
Yes.
But he's wonderful and so much fun to listen to and see his things. What about
if you want toy
Maddie?
photos, go follow Mike Black. I've got links to everything at funnymat.com. Or if you're some kind of like Babylon 5 fan that wants to complain and tell me that it's better than Star Trek, you can do that at mattwalkersucks.com.
Oh, you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you can always get me at Stephen Glickman, STPHEN Glickman on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Because I'm always on the snaps. I'm always snapping the chats. If you want to follow me on Facebook.
How about on Friendster?
I don't know about Friendster.
Were you ever on Friendster?
No, I was on E-World.
E-Bombs World?
Not E-Bombs World. I was on something called
Were you on
Earth.
Classmates.com?
No. I was on Prodigy. I was on Prodigy.
Adult Friend Finder?
No, I don't know what that is. Don't forget to subscribe, and hey, head on over to our Facebook. My Facebook is Stephen Linden Kramer Glickman. That is my.
You've given out your private Facebook.
Well,
now. It's
people
over.
can follow me over there and
it's
listen
too
to
late.
all
It's
the
done.
stupid things. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You're the best. Thanks for listening to the show. Love you guys.
Stand on the